Off-grid technology. It sort of sounds like an oxymoron.
Isn't living off the grid supposed to be low-tech? Like chopping your own wood? Using a hand wringer on your wash? And drying your clothes over the fireplace? Where do gadgets come in?
Well, if you're a purist, they probably don't. But we're not purists. We have a digital display on our electric washer. Our micro hydro unit has a computer controller. And we don't cut trees with an axe. If technology can give us an edge and improve our experience, we'll take it. In moderation, of course.
Here are 4 innovations we like that make life safer, more comfortable, and interesting off the grid.
Out here, these things don't work. There is no cell service. We're off the grid. We're 20 miles from a paved road. There are no telephones. So what do you do if you get in trouble? How do you stay in touch with friends? How do you send an emergency communication? This is what works for us. It's a satellite communicator. It's not a telephone. You can't talk on it. But you can send and receive texts. You can SOS your location and get rescued. You can even get the weather forecast. Not that it's always accurate. And you can track your location if you're hiking. These things cost about $15 a month, and you get a certain number of texts for free in that package. It's a lot cheaper than a satellite telephone. Keyboard on the thing is a little bit clunky, but you can enter names and phone numbers in a preset function, so you can just tap it to communicate with whomever you want. You even have some preset messages you can put in, like, "We're okay," or "I got a flat tire, send help." Anyway, these things keep you linked to the outside world.
The next thing we want to tell you about is this app. Right at the bottom, next to the carrot, Plant Snap. I see stuff all the time when I'm out walking, like this vegetably looking thing in the water. With Plant Snap, I take a photo of the app, press a button, and voila! In 5 seconds, I know what it is. Hairy bittercress, a great salad green. Now, if I'm away from the internet, I can still snap a photo and identify it later by opening the app. Tapping the photo icon, finding my picture, and tapping Next. Then the app takes over and identifies the flower. And guess what? The app is free.
Next up is this handy gadget, and Karen's going to tell you all about it.
A propane refrigerator is not the same as the electric refrigerator we have in the city. The electric one has a thermostat, and I can set the temperature I want. The propane refrigerator just has a little knob on the bottom that adjusts the amount of propane that's getting burned. Therefore, there could be a lot of fluctuation in temperature based on how much food I've put in here, what the temperature in the room is. So it's something I really have to keep track of, or I could end up thawing my frozen food or freezing my lettuce. We found this great device that helps with that. It sticks on the side of the refrigerator. It connects wirelessly with a monitor that is both in the lower compartment and in the freezer compartment. It tells me exactly what the temperature is, and then I can make adjustments based on what it's telling me. It even has an alarm that goes off if the temp gets too high or too low. So it's really been a great device for us.
But it brings up another subject and another app, which is one of my favorites. It's called FoodKeeper, and I keep it right here on my cell phone. Now, there's a backstory on this, though, and I think it goes all the way back to when I was a kid, and I used to poke around in my mother's refrigerator looking for something to eat. And the stuff that I found in there, some of it looked like it It came out of a bio lab. You know, like this. And I always say, Mom, is this stuff still good? Well, I must have been imprinted because I still do that. Out here in the woods, off the grid, in the middle of nowhere, I open up the fridge and I look at something and I call out to Karen, is this stuff still good? Well, Karen's pretty good about managing food. And she just rolls her eyes. But a couple of months ago, when I asked her the question, she handed me my phone back and she said, here. And on the phone was a new app. It was called FoodKeeper. And it's been produced by the FDA. And it tells you when everything expires. Everything from bacon bits to cottage cheese to spaghetti. I thought that was pretty cool. So I can take out our little piece of bread that I was concerned about, and I can look it up on the my food app, and it says that it's good for 2 to 3 weeks before it goes bad. So I think we're okay. And I can eat it. And don't worry, this was a prop. Perfectly good bread.